So, 4 pillars to investment success. Okay, first thing, the mindset, safety first. I say, don't lose your money, don't lose it. Rule number 1, and the strategy and the system. Okay, so remember, 80% of the investor is psychology, 20% is strategy. So you have to know your why. We're gonna do some exercise in a second to know your why. So you're gonna separate from emotion to strategy. Trade what you see, not what you think. Money is energy, okay? Just think about when you do the trade or you invest, you think about abundance, not lack. You think of love, not fear. And safety is that in a second, I'm gonna show you the 5 key risks to avoid. How can you not get scammed? How do you not get scammed and not lose your money? How can you back up your wallet? And cyber security, I'm massive on that. Scam alert, storage, research. I'm not sure if I have time to do the step 2, refine the winning coins. The strategy, imagining, why do you need a strategy? Is imagining you're like a bird eye view, right? If you're in the chat right now, you don't know, am I in the bottom? Am I in the high? Well, you're going to be looking at really choppy water. Bitcoin is choppy. Bitcoin is not like stock market. Stock market, when it's down 5%, oh my God, it's crazy, stock crash. Bitcoin 5% is nothing. So in the Bitcoin world, up and down 30% is normal. And if you don't have the stomach, if you don't have the strategy, you will get wiped out. You will, because Bitcoin is another different world. Now, and how do you see the chart? How do you prepare? That's the strategy you need. So there's 3 steps for fund allocation. How do you get your entry point? How do you get your exit plan? But I'll explain it in a second. And then also the 5 stage of market cycle. You're gonna know that. Then you will feel chill and calm. And then once you know all of this, you also need to take action. You need to set up how to buy, how to sell, do your KYC, AML, know your customer, anti-laundry money. No, I think it's AML, anti-money laundering before it's too late, okay? Because what happens is, let's say you buy some now, and then you want to sell it when it's $1 million. Can you get it out $1 million? Who's going to sell you $1 million? Can you liquefy your $1 million, right? Because there's the taxman is going to come and ask you, and then the bank will ask you, right? So you're going to have it in place. So when I sold my house, it took me a long time, a whole big circle to sell the house, because I did not buy the house with Bitcoin. I have to somehow turn it into money and go through the bank, go through lawyer to buy the house. So it's a whole process. You're going to have it in place, or it can sell you OTC. So when I sell the Bitcoin to buy the house, I did not sell it through exchange because it's too big. Too big. No one can just sell me $300,000 of, yeah. So I had to go to OTC. OTC is over the counter. So set that in place before it's too late. When 2017, when it go up to 20K, from 10K to 20K, I think it was a month. From even 15K to 20K, it was like 2 days. I think the last leg, like it was a day or 2 days. It was really crazy, or even 2 hours. If you miss that window, next thing it will crash. So how can you set your buy order and sell order ready to go before you, so you don't have to glue, oh my God, because I'm telling you, when it go parabolic next year, when it go back to 20K, all my mom and dad and family and an Uber driver will come, that Bitcoin thing you told me about, how does it work, right? So yeah, don't be too late. So set your buy order, sell order with your plan to do a wealth transfer, and then also reach out for support. So I'm going to teach you now. I was trying to do a break, but I think I think my time was a bit long. Do you want to ask a question? Or should we do the question later? I'm just keep. Is that okay if I keep going next? Is that all right? Power through. Yes. All right. So I've got 30 minutes. All right. So I was trying to play this video for you guys when the people go toilet break. Is it okay? Just skip that. Can you guys should I power through? All right, power through. I think some people seen this video. I just thought, well, if people want to go toilet, I'll play that 2 minutes video. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Thank you, Fiona. Yes, it's on YouTube. All right, so no more watching. this kids video. I'll show you two way. I make a Chinese version, Cantonese version, Mandarin version, and English version because children need to see this. All right, so keep going. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I'll just ramble and rant hours in there. Sorry. All right, so now, all right. The reason why I haven't been really shared too much technical information. Like I haven't told you the chat, right? The technical thing because, right? Because success really start with the vision. So I'll tell you this story first. So now I'm not revealing their identity because I don't know. So there's this rich dad and this poor dad that I know is real life. So this rich dad guy, highly educated, very intelligent, multi-six-figure career as a vice president on a big logistic company for years, and for many logistic company, big one. So he only do the big thing. He's a high-end job guy. So his children, they were living in mansion. They have company car. They have driver. They have cleaners. They have they travel around the world as a family. Their kids went to international school everywhere, paid by the company, right? So what happened to this rich dad is that, so he's a baby boomer. He's retiring now. So he was using that old school strategy that I told you. Get a good job, very good job. He make, I don't know how much money he made, but I think 300K a year or something, like those kind of job. So you would think, as someone that make multi six-figure job, very high end, wear suits, comfortable BMW. He's really like a good middle class dude, right? You would think he will retire very happy, free. No, what happened was he put his money into superannuation, and he used to have 3 houses, and then he also has stocks and shares. What happened was 2008, when he was just about to retire, timing come, global recession come, and then his money is stuck in the stock market because otherwise he have to sell it at a loss. And he was building his dream house somewhere in the nice ocean, dream house, $1 million house. And the dream house guy, the builder, also lost money during the financial crisis. So the dream house guy also got a divorce, so it's just bad luck for that guy. So the guy getting a divorce in the middle of building my rich dad's house, almost said the name. So he bankrupt. So he bankrupt. Actually, the rich dad even kind enough to pay him extra money to help him. So he was in a really bad financial situation. So the builder guy bankrupt, like had no choice, he just bankrupt. And so he literally could not finish the house. And then the house got flooded. And then the big rain come, the house flooded, and then the floor's gone. And then rich dad has to pay extra money to redo the whole house and everything. And so it gone over budget. And what happened is that he had to sell his stock at a loss, and he sold one of the house that I think he had it in Flemington. He has a flat like rented out with someone that was meant to be his cash flow income, but that was have a mortgage. So he has like 3 mortgages, right? He had to sell one and then to build his dream house. And then suddenly his life just gone, like a big chunk of his retirement money just gone. And what happened was that he had to go back to work. So he found a consulting work in Darwin. So he moved to Darwin with his wife for 2 years for another $200,000, right? But he was meant to be fishing and camping and, retire. But he went to Darwin and then he gone crazy. He doesn't like it, too hot. And then so he went back. But lucky, the 2 years in Darwin kind of make him not too bad, right? But then his whole chunk is gone. So what happened was that he had to sell another flat because he got a stroke. So he had a stroke and he had a scare. He thought he was dying. He was so worried that his wife will have no money. So he was thinking, I'm gonna die. He thought, I'm gonna die, and then my wife cannot live off the money that we have right now for another 30 years because the wife is much more healthier. The wife is a Tai Chi lady. So the wife is healthier than her age. And so rich dad was like, now I'm gonna sell another flat, it means he sold goods, right? Because the flat meant to give him the cash flow, right? So basically I bought it. So I bought the flat off him. So there you go. So he gave me a really, really good deal. because anyway. So now I'm looking at this rich dad. He's retired, and literally because his cash flow, his budgeting, he's still living like back then when he was making 6-figure. He still have that lifestyle. He's still buying organic chicken, everything, like just buying fresh flour every day, right? Because that's his lifestyle. And then the money just fast, and he doesn't have another alternative investment to give him the cash flow anymore. So he literally eating his saving to the point that he literally just sold that dream house. That dream house that he built, and then been living in it for only 5 years, massive, nice, overlooking at the ocean and very pretty inside, like $1 million nice house. He sold it just in September, and then now he just bought a tiny house somewhere in the area, so that he can have more saving for the wife to live off, which is still not ideal because he is sold the house, downsized, and he's still eating from his saving, which is gonna go crazy. You're gonna go down, right? So that's rich dad. You will see an intelligent guy. Oh my God, that is heartbroken. And the thing is, his children are following this footstep. His children saw their dad, this story, and then they say, I'm going to put more money into my super. Because right, that's the mindset. Now this poor dad, he's my dad. Okay, so he's my dad. Okay, my dad is a high school dropout, street smart, poor guy, right? I told you. He owned a noodle shop at one point in Taiwan when I was a baby. I live in Taiwan. He had a noodle shop, and I think he sold dog meat. I don't know. So I think I ate dog. Anyway, but he has been a taxi driver most of his life, right? His kids go to public school. Me, I'm very, very normal, very, very poor. Now my dad retires, same age. They're both same age, baby boomer. My dad now has multi-million-dollar net worth. Taxi driver, okay, taxi driver. He has a few properties all paid for, no mortgage from day one. He has cash flow from all these rental properties, which one day will be mine and my sister. And he has other investment tools. He has taxi license, so he have taxi to rent it out. And different in Hong Kong, properties in Hong Kong is different thing. And basically, my dad has been financial independence for a long time. He never paid mortgage or rent for a long time because he just never, right? So, and he's driving taxi because he loved taxi. Like he loved driving. He just loved driving. He loved talking. Hello, look, I'm a taxi driver daughter. So my dad can talk more than me, right? So it will drive him crazy not to drive a taxi. So he drive a taxi not because he need the money, because he just loved driving and talking. It's like he living a dream, right? So you think about, it's not about your education. It's not about how much money you make in your job. It's about how you handle your budget, how you have a strategy. What is your retirement plan, right? My dad knew he wanted to be financial independent. So that's why he do the thing, not because he want to get retired in 65. Rich dad is not. He planned to retire at 65, and then GST hit, right? He did not time the market as well. So the reason why I'm telling you this story is that anyone can be financially free when they have the right investment plan and the right mentor. So my dad's mentor is his mother, my grandma. I told you, from a bookkeeper, and then somehow died a billionaire, which my dad didn't get any, so my grandma gave it to the uncle. That's another family tragedy story, and my uncle lost half of it because poor management. Anyway, that's another story, but still, my dad watched how his mom did, and then I'm downloading how my dad did. So my dad was financial free for a long time. My rich dad, I don't know, it's not. So, yeah, so I just want you to know, even if a well-off person, like when I met him, the whole family were like, they live in a mansion. I went to his house, have a swimming pool, they have a pool, they have a garden in Hong Kong. Okay, in Hong Kong, you don't do that. In Hong Kong, they live in Bodoyo. They have a house, they have garden, they have a pool, they have a tennis court, they have 2 levels, and they have a live-in maid to cook and everything, clean for them, right? So yeah, you will think, and they drive a comfortable, they eat really good fancy restaurant, they go holiday everywhere. And then, yeah, see how he's worried about money every day now. Tui just say, hang on. So Wendy say, same as your mom. And Tui say, that's because money got from your grandmother passing. Oh, yeah. So my dad has a little bit from my grandma. but before that day, he already very good. And then Julia said, my godfather drove a taxi and did really well for himself because of, yeah, and he's quite wealthy. Yeah, right? All right. So thank you for listening. Yeah, this, you really will break my heart. Just really, really think action. I think the old way, old school of doing things is really, really, don't pass it on to your children, right? Why would I listen to this guy? Because right. I listen to the one that who did it, okay, not the one that had the theory that is old school. Doesn't work.